Hello and welcome to Truth Seeker Psychic Readings, reminding you of who you really are. We're going to look at the week starting the 22nd of March all the way through to the 28th of March. So, big happy birthday to all of you early Aries who are having a birthday this week. And, you know, if you're watching this a little earlier, as you do, happy birthday to you late Pisceans. Now, before we start, if it's your first time on the channel, please subscribe. Please also hit that bell so you don't miss another reading again. Now, let's look at our theme for the week. We've got a really cool theme. Now, it's the Justice card in reverse, all right? And I believe that's 11. It is double one, so it's a special number. Now, there's two parts to justice. There's good and evil, okay? Now, with any form of justice, you're going to find this. And so I feel like this is a really beautiful depiction of what justice is, you know? The shadow side over here, beautifully melded, and the light side, okay? And it's showing us this week that we can be both, and that's okay. You know, it doesn't matter if at times we're doing things that are questionable. It's not a matter of judging ourselves. It's not a matter of saying, you know, I've done the wrong thing. You know, essentially there's no right or wrong in life. It's all relative depending on what you're trying to achieve. Now, I'm certainly not trying to promote that you go out there and do evil deeds, but if you slip up or if you do something this week that is, you know, a little out of your character, perhaps that's an opportunity for you to go back and do a little bit of work on yourself and see what that is. Because if that is your shadow side coming out, likely it is, it's coming from some sort of unhealed trauma from the past, or unhealed something that you've been through before, which is, you know, still sitting in your psyche or your subconscious. Or, you know, maybe some of you get triggered. A family member, a friend, someone you know says something to you, and then all of a sudden you're backlashing, you know, you're reacting. You know, just remember that reacting is that part of the brain that makes us continue to react, to exactly do that, to do the same thing over and over again. It's a hardwired component, and we can change that by changing the habit, by catching ourselves out, by becoming aware. You know, awareness is key. So knowing when you do react and catching yourself out and saying, hold on, that's not me. I'm not going to do that anymore, you know, or just take a deep breath when you feel that agitation coming up, you know, just take a few deep breaths and just stop and pause and ask yourself, you know, do I need to react to this? You know, there's never a reason for you to fully respond in a way that is agitating. You've just got to basically assess what it is that's going on. Perhaps, you know, at the end of your day, or you can make a little note whenever the incident happens. But I would suggest perhaps either talking about it or writing is a really effective tool. And just writing about whatever it is that you went through during your week, what that can do is it can basically help you identify those blocks, those things that are still sitting there. And if you can work through those things and let go of those things, then they no longer have control over you, yeah? Because that dark shadow side, it can be connected to the ego, and ego wants to control you, and ego wants to dominate and wants to label and attach itself to things. So, you know, essentially this is an opportunity for us to become detached, to learn something about ourselves so that we can let go and we can grow and evolve and move forward. So that's generally what justice is telling us this week, okay? So very, very, very cool theme. Now, what else is coming up during the week is that we have the Ace of Wands, beautiful card, okay? The fire in the middle, the wand represents the element fire. This is the spark of life. This is a brilliant idea. This is, you know, innovation. This is, I feel it's very connected to Aries, the originator, the creative, the one who begins, who starts a project, who thrusts forward. Now, the Ace of Wands is saying this week that you need to act on your intuition and what you feel, and whatever situation comes up, it's saying it's a yes, it's a go, you should do it, you know? Don't hold back if you have the feeling. If the feeling inside you is like, yes, everything is saying go, 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 Don't let the mind get in the way. This is just a feeling. This is something you just need to go with, okay? So this is your go card this week. This is your yes card, and it's saying you can do whatever you set your mind to. You can start any project. You can achieve a lot this week. You just need to trust your instincts to go for it, okay? No questions. Now, right in the middle, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. This is procrastination, okay? And it's saying, you know, like I said, with the Ace of Wands, it's not a thinking thing. It's a feeling thing. It's an instinctual thing. You just go for it and you do it. But if you catch yourself out being Four of Swords, this is when you get a little bit comfortable and you start to, the fear creeps in, the mind creeps in, and it says, maybe it's not the right time, or maybe I should wait, or maybe, you know, there is a better time for me to act. I say no. This is basically saying that if you get too comfortable, you'll miss the opportunity. So don't get too far in your comfort zone. Do need to sort of express yourself, get out there, try something new, give it a go. Otherwise, you will get caught there. What does this lead to though? You've got, you know, a beautiful card next to it, Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is telling you this week that if you just go for it, if you do it, if you don't question it, and you just take the reins, you are succeeding. The Seven of Pentacles is planting a seed and it's growing, okay? So basically it's saying that you're putting something in motion. You know, nothing happens overnight, obviously, but it is helping you grow. It is helping you evolve. It is helping you achieve newer levels, higher levels. I would also say this week, very, very good time to take a small risk or a chance, okay? When it comes to finances, when it comes to money, you're gonna be in a good place to be making opportunities happen for you, okay? So if it feels right, go for it, do it, yeah? You're backed by the universe. Lastly, we have a beautiful card. We have the Queen of Cups. How amazing to end our reading. And the Queen of Cups is somebody who is really, really in tune with their emotions. Yeah, you could tie this card to Cancer, very sensitive, but at the same time, the Queen is somebody who has mastered the art of dealing with their emotions, and they have a lot of empathy and sympathy for other people. So it's saying that very good time for you to be sympathetic, empathetic towards others. If you're finding that somebody in your life is, you know, going through a tough time, you will have the capacity, and this is inviting you to essentially be there for them and to take care of them, and, you know, to be that person that they can rely on and trust, because I'm sure, you know, if the tables were turned, they would do the same for you if it's such a good friendship. So this is your opportunity to be the Queen of Cups, who is nurturing, who is kind, who is empathetic, who, you know, leads by example, shows the way through their actions, okay? And they submit to their emotions, and they allow others to understand their emotions, and they hold space for people. So this is a beautiful healing energy, and you have the ability this week, if you recognize opportunity to help someone, even if it's a stranger, it doesn't have to be a best friend, but someone on the street, an old lady falls over, you know, don't ignore that, you know? Remember that each and every one of us is connected. That's somebody's grandmother, that's somebody's mum, you know, that's fallen down, and their son, daughter can't be there to help, but, you know, you could be that person. So don't shy away from helping others, yeah? So this week, the Justice card and this reading is really telling us to delve deeper into ourselves and to understand why the human psyche and our emotions, and why we do things, why we feel things, yeah? So I feel as though it's a good opportunity this week to just study minutely from time to time your actions, and especially when your actions are questionable. Like I said, just write about it, have a little look back and see where the dots connect, whether that comes from your past or something that's unhealed, and that will actually help you evolve and grow. Yeah, it's part of the human journey. So have an amazing week this week, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Please also like the video and share it with your friends. And if you can comment in the comments below, that would be amazing. Have a great week. I'll see you in the next reading.